In continuation with the yesterday's lecture, we are going to study the various definitions of biotechnology. Biotechnology has been defined by different people in different ways. But before that, let us come to know about the person who first coined the term biotechnology. Biotechnology, the term was coined by Karl Ehrlich in 1919. He was an Hungarian agricultural engineer who was working with the production of pigs. So he wanted to produce more pigs in a short period of time. So he had been working on that. So he gave that word, that is biotechnology. Now he is supposed to be the father of biotechnology. But some other people also think that Paul Berg is supposed to be the father of biotechnology. But Paul Berg can be said as the father of genetic engineering. So genetic engineering is nothing but a part of biotechnology. But this word was first time given by Karl Ehrlich in 1919, far more before Paul Berg had done the genetic engineering. So he is termed as the father of biotechnology. Now let us see the various definitions which are related to biotechnology. There are, it is the area of biology that uses living processes, organisms, systems to manufacture products or technology intended to improve the quality of human life. It is the area of biology in which living processes or organisms are involved. So here, living organisms are used to make products with the help of technology. So what kind of technology? The technology will give us a systematic method of more production in a short period of time. So it is a technology intended to improve the quality of human life. So this technology is going to make our life easy. Okay? I'll tell you in the further points how it has made our life easy. Next is the exploitation of biological processes for industrial and other purposes, especially genetic manipulation of microorganisms. So here there is one more definition which also says that it is the exploitation of biological process. What do you mean by exploitation? To exploit means to use it in a different way, to use it in a way which is not the traditional way, or we are doing some kind of a shortcut for the or we are interfering with the biological processes and making it easier for us. So it is used in the industry. So it is not in a small scale. So we are going to use this biological process for the production of at an industrial level. So here they are using the genetic manipulation of microorganisms. So how are they going to manipulate the microorganisms? Microorganisms are the smallest organisms, but they can be very beneficial in the overproduction or the industrial level production of any compound. So we can manipulate these microorganisms. How can you manipulate the microorganisms? The quantity of products which are produced in micro quantities, we can increase the number of microorganisms, and here we are going to manipulate their genetic makeup. So whatever gene is present in this microorganism, that we are going to manipulate. So how we are going to manipulate, that is what we are going to learn in the biotechnological processes. Okay. Next, this one, the third definition, explains biotechnology in a very systematic way. So this is the kind of definition which I like very much. That is, biotechnology is a process of using living organisms or their enzymes or their molecules to obtain products or to develop process for the welfare of mankind or humankind. So here this definition explains it very nicely, that here we are using living organisms. So living organism can either be a plant, it can be an animal, or it can be a microorganism. So we are going to use a living organism, and what we are going to use? Their enzymes. So all these organisms have their enzymes, and these enzymes are the tools or the techniques for the techniques. These enzymes are the tools for the techniques. So how are we going to use this enzyme as a tool for developing the techniques that we are going to see in this chapter? Or their molecules. So molecules, biomolecules means what? Lipids, proteins, enzymes, all the biomolecules, DNA, RNA, all these are the biomolecules or the molecules which are used, okay, from these living organisms to obtain products. What kind of products? These products are either useful as medicines, as vaccines, or as any edible material which is beneficial for us. So, these are the, or for treatment of any disease. So, these products are obtained from these living organisms to develop the process of for the welfare of mankind. So, how can we use it for the welfare of the mankind? That I will explain by giving you some examples. Okay. Now, these are the three definitions which can help us to give the three different aspects of the biotechnology. So we can define biotechnology in different ways. Now let's continue with the achievements of biotechnology. So when you come to know about the achievements of biotechnology, you will come to know why you are using this technology. Now let's go through some of the achievements. There are many achievements of biotechnology and they are used in our day-to-day life. So we will see some very popular examples for that. So let us study about the achievements of biotechnology. So biotechnology has application in each and every field where the human beings are involved, where the mankind is involved. So how the mankind is benefiting from this technology, that we'll see. So some of the popular examples of the achievements of biotechnology include, first is that you must have heard about the insulin. Okay, insulin is what? Insulin is a hormone. So this hormone is necessary for the utilization of the sugar which is produced after the digestion of food in the blood circulation. So this insulin will control the level of sugar in the circulation. Whatever food we eat, it is converted into sugar. So this sugar is metabolized by the hormone insulin. As you know, insulin is produced by the islets of Langerhans. Okay, so that is present in the pancreas. Okay, so beta cell. So the beta cells are producing this insulin gene. So insulin is a hormone which has to be which is now very useful for the people who are diabetic. What is diabetic? Diabetic means the body has started malfunctioning, or it is not able to properly function. The pancreas are not able to properly function in the case of insulin production. So what happens? Either it is produced in less amount, or it is not producing any amount of insulin. So this is called as the diabetes. So this disease is called as the diabetes. So people have to take insulin injections. If the diabetes is more, people have to take insulin injections and to cure this disorder, to overcome this disorder. So what was previously done, this insulin was isolated from the pancreas of the animals. Okay, so these pancreas of the animals such as pigs, pig pancreas, it was isolated and then it was used on the human beings. So what happened, some people started developing hypersensitivity or irritation, or that's called hypersensitivity. So reaction was occurring in some people. It was not suitable since it is a from a foreign animal, because it is not a self antigen, it's a foreign from a other animal. So that is why it was not successful. The insulin which was taken from the animals was not successful. So what another remedy was found, that recombinant insulin is now being used. So what is recombinant insulin? Here the insulin gene from the beta gene or the beta cells of the islets of Langerhans, which is present in the pancreas, is taken, and this beta gene is incorporated into a bacterial system. Okay. So this beta gene is isolated from the beta cells and it is put into the bacterial system, bacterial genome. So it looks like this. If this is the beta gene, so here you can see the beta gene which is present in the cells, eukaryotic cells or the human cells. That gene is cut and it is placed into the plasmid of E. coli or the bacterial system. So this plasmid is incorporated with the beta gene. So there are different methods by which it is done. That is what we are going to see in the future. So this gene, now when it is inserted into the plasmid of this bacteria, that is E. coli, this E. coli will multiply. So this plasmid also will multiply inside. This gene also will multiply inside the cell. So this gene will express that many times and it will produce the insulin hormone. Okay, so this insulin hormone which is coded by the genes of this plasmid, it is produced inside the bacterial cell here. So this insulin hormone can be obtained from this bacterial cell by breaking the bacterial cell, and we can isolate the insulin from that. So now the insulin which is produced in this cell, it will be of like the human insulin, because the gene is human gene which we have taken from the beta cells. And here Even if it is in the bacterial cell, it will express like a human protein. Okay, so this is how we can artificially increase the production of the insulin by using the bacterial system by genetic recombination. So this is called as the recombinant insulin. Okay, so the next example which we are going to see is about the vaccines. So the vaccines, as you know, these are necessary for the treatment of any disease which may occur any time in our life. Okay, so vaccines will help us in getting immunity from these dreadful diseases. So you must have heard about a vaccine for the polio. What is polio? Polio is a disease in which the infects the person or the child at the birth when they are very young at age, and then because of their infection, the lower abdominal part becomes functionless. That is, the legs become functionless. So you cannot stand on your legs. And the people who are suffering by this disease, that is polio, they cannot stand on their legs and they became lame. So this is a disease now, it has been recently eradicated from our country. It has been recently eradicated, but previously, about around 10 years back or 20 years back, there were many children who were affected by this polio disease. So vaccine was made for this polio, which is an oral vaccine. What do you understand by oral vaccine? The vaccines which are taken from the mouth. Okay. Now these vaccines, how they are made? These vaccines previously, the traditional method of making these vaccines is by either weakening the organisms or partially killing the organisms. Means the disease causing organisms are partially killed by some kind of heat treatment or some kind of a chemical treatment, so that they function becomes, means they become less virulent. Virulence means the capacity of causing a disease. So this virulence is reduced. So because of this, what will happen when these vaccines were injected into the body or they were taken into the body starts producing antibodies against these antigens. Okay, so this is how the vaccine works. So there are different types of vaccines such as heat killed or attenuated. Heat kill means you heat it to a certain temperature and partially kill it, and attenuated means you have stopped the function of causing the disease. That is called attenuation. There are different methods of attenuation. So here the oral vaccine, that is for the polio vaccine, for the disease polio, is actually used, generally used. So this polio vaccine, suppose during the attenuation or the treatment or preparation of this vaccine, if some of the organisms are not killed or they are not partially attenuated, they will remain in that vaccine and they can cause the disease, that is the polio, in the children. So this is a dangerous thing. So this method is now being replaced by the other method, that is called the edible vaccines are produced, or the vaccines which are produced by the biotechnology. So these edible vaccines, what are edible vaccines? So these edible vaccines are made. So what? Edible means we can take it with, we can eat it like eating an apple or eating a banana. If you eat the banana, the vaccine is present in the banana and just you will get vaccinated by eating a recombinant banana. So what is done here? Here the organism is neither used completely, not killed or anything, but the gene or some part of that organism is used as a antigen. not the whole organism. So that is why the cause or the chances of getting the disease is reduced to 0%. If you take only the part of the DNA which is responsible for causing the disease, that can be used as an antigen for the production of vaccines. Okay, so this gene is inserted into the banana plant. We can insert this gene into the banana plant cell, and that banana will have the polio vaccine or the edible vaccine in it. So this vaccine can be just taken in by eating a banana. Okay, so that is one of the major breakthrough of biotechnology in the production of vaccines. This is a very good application or achievement of biotechnology. Okay, so one more interesting thing that we are going to see under the achievement of biotechnology is the luciferin gene. So what is this luciferin gene? So this luciferin gene is present in the firefly. Okay, what is this firefly? Firefly is called as a jugnu. Okay, this firefly or the glowworm, you can see in the Western Ghats where the climate is when the climate is a little bit rainy or it is about to rain, these fireflies will fly everywhere, and you can see them glowing in the dark. Okay, like little small bulbs. So that is the firefly, or it is also called as the jugnu in Hindi, or kazve in Marathi. Kazve or jugnu. So these fireflies have a gene which is called as the luciferin gene. So this gene will produce an enzyme, a luciferase. Okay, so this enzyme is called as a luciferase enzyme, or is a protein which is coded by the DNA of the luciferin gene. So this protein is converted into light energy. The energy is converted into light energy. Okay, so when the chemical energy is converted into light energy during the dark. So what they have done, they have used this luciferin gene and they have put it in the plants. So what will you achieve from this? So these plants will glow in the dark. So the gene, when it expressed in the plant, it will glow in the dark. So how they are using it? In some countries, instead of using the street lights, they are using this plant. They are planting all these plants by the roadside, and there is no need for any street lights. These plants will glow in the dark and they will give the light. So this is how they are using the firefly gene in the plants, and this is also a major breakthrough of biotechnology. Okay.